Our project is concerned with the lack of diversity at the College of Charleston campus, in specifically regards to the African American population. We addressed this problem by consulting several students and asking them questions about their particular perspective on our topic. Our project relates to African American studies in two ways. First, Carter G. Woodson's ideas of an educated race outside of Eurocentrism is nearing its reality with the newly developing major of African American studies at the college. Although he would at one point have disagreed with this quote-unquote assimilation, it is not evident that he would still feel the same way. Secondly, our project relates to the civil rights in that we are promoting people exercising their right to education, especially because this is a state school. Eric Hellstrom, a junior senator and chief of ACDC, which is the Advocacy Committee for Diversity on Campus. Eric is not only a part of the African American division in this committee, but he also plays a crucial role of overseer and middleman between the students and the administration.
Now, chairperson of the Advocacy Committee for Diversity on Campus. Every person in the committee picks out their own initiative that they want to work on. Some minority on campus. We have somebody who does Asian students, we have people who do African American students, male students, out-of-state students.
What are some of the actions you guys think about? I know it's the end of the year, you have to wind down, but next year, what are some of the initiatives you guys are thinking about taking on?
Well, since I'm going to be head next year, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do initiative-wise, but I'm meeting soon with the head of Office of Institutional Diversity, and through them we're going to figure out what their initiatives are, what they're working on. Through that, I'm going to figure out what the people in my committee are going to work on, and then I definitely want somebody on African American, either retention or recruitment, trying to get more African Americans to college, and then once they're here, get them to stay here.
You had mentioned that there's like an idea for allocating mentors, maybe, to try and retain.
Yeah, this year I was part of male student retention, and had a big committee meeting at the end for all retention committees, and there was a minority retention committee, and when they gave their final presentation, they wanted to try and get mentors for minority students, so if they had problems, they wouldn't seem like there's nobody to turn to. Yeah. But they're definitely underrepresented here, and they feel like maybe without anybody to turn to, they can have some type of faculty or staff member to turn to. Yeah. That's the one thing with diversity here. It's not to the point where it should be. There's more females than males, there's more white students than there are any other type of student. There's definitely a problem up high with not caring about diversity, and basically that's why we have this committee trying to push diversity on them, because they're not going to do anything unless there's action taken from the bottom.
From the students?
Yeah, from the students, faculty. There's also faculty senate too.
Oh,
they're very open, and there's dialogue between the students in it and faculty.
And then a moment ago we were talking about other state schools in South Carolina and how much of a greater population there is African Americans there. And it was interesting to me, because not being from South Carolina, I really don't know that sort of thing, but Clemson and South Carolina have a large population of African Americans.
As long as the middle of the state and the University of South Carolina is right there. And the fact that USC and Clemson are bigger, also the South Carolina State, which is predominantly African American school. But South Carolina and Clemson are a lot bigger, and they're a lot better at recruiting the people, the African American people who are in high school that really want to go to college rather than College of Charleston. They kind of reach out to them more.
To my understanding, there's a huge difference in the number of African Americans there. There's 46% African American population in Columbia, while there's only 34% in Charleston. And then there's only 29.5 in the state, so both of them are above average in that respect. But at the same time, College of Charleston only has a 7.2% African American population, which is, pretty astoundingly low considering the state. So we invite people here to talk about it. Like you said before, I went to USA and transferred to College of Charleston. definitely one of the things I've noticed is that there's an obvious difference in the amount of African American students at College of Charleston compared to USC. Just the number of minority students in general, probably more, definitely higher percentage at USC. I don't know if it's because it's just a larger school in general, or since there's such a small population of African American students here, maybe they don't feel as comfortable coming and joining our community.
Absolutely.